Airtext is a low-cost product that allows you to send and receive text messages, to and from the airplane, anywhere in the world at any altitude. Recently we introduced Tex Plus, which allows you also to make phone calls. So it's a growing and expanding product line. At NBAA we introduced some new features, and those have to do with communication via the data link. So now the product is morphing into more of a data link than just passenger text messaging. Those features are what we call big data, and big data is the ability to send photo up to the airplane or a photo down from the airplane to the ground, and also documents. We can send documents up. And then what's really cool is for the pilots, it's digital ATIS. So we're able to get that information that you couldn't get domestically or internationally, which includes information Bravo and what runway you're using. So Fbo Link is a method for the pilots to send a message to a CSR at an FBO. Normally what we do is we make a radio call when we're in VHF range, which could be about 60 miles out, but that's the time when most people want to have a sterile cockpit. And for us to be talking on the radio and also making the approach, it's the wrong time for all that to happen. So what's so neat about this product, because it's Iridium, works anywhere in the world at any altitude, we could do it an hour, 2 hours out, because basically once you get up to cruise, you know what your fuel load requirements are, you know what time you're going to arrive there, and you know what your requirements are for your passengers. So we can connect with the FBO, send a text message to the CSR's terminal, they can respond, and we both get read receipts. So we know that we've communicated the message, they've received it, and that we also have acknowledged it. At the FBO, they have this Fbo Link, they have a green light that says that the program is on. If they receive a message from the airplane, that green light then will go to a blinking blue light. And the blinking blue light says there's a message out there. If the CSR does not respond to that within a certain amount of time, for instance a couple minutes, we'll go to a flashing blue and yellow light. Once they respond to that message, it'll go back to a green light. But that's a way for us to get their attention, because they're used to using a radio and now we're trying to change their habit pattern. The other product is called Fleet Link, and what Fleet Link is, if you have a group of airplanes, and I really made this so that one or more airplanes, you could manage those airplanes from afar, and it's not a very expensive product to do. So I can send a message to the airplane from a PC or my phone. For instance, let's say we would like to ask the pilot if he could fly on Saturday. He's out on a trip on Friday and we want to extend his stay, and we say, hey, are you available on Saturday to take this leg? Well, the pilot can then send a message to his wife and say, hey honey, I'm going to pick up this leg, but they're going to give me Monday off. Is that okay? Will that work with you? And she'll say yes. And so it alleviates the stress of trying to manage the pilot's family life, and that's kind of for the pilot and also the air crew operators, the people that have the flight crews. Fbo Link and Fleet Link are now operational now. We've got 4 FBOs using Fbo Link, and so we've been flying it and testing it and making corrections and tweaking it, but it's operational today. The price for using it, it's just data, so each message is 5 cents, so that's just similar to our other messaging. Fleet Link is operational today. We have several flight departments using Fleet Link. Fleet Link has a $5,000 cost when we customize the program and set a flight department up on Fleet Link. And then after that, it's just the 5 cents data cost. So that's a one-time fee. The place to go to get the information is our website, which is www.airtext.aero, A-E-R-O. What's so neat about that is that we have a lot of videos, and you could see that, a lot of 2.5-minute videos, but good little vignettes about what our product does, how it operates, and a little bit of some stories and some of the things about why internet isn't always the perfect solution for a lot of people.
Aero-TV is brought to you by
The 2-inch MD93 digital clock and USB charger features intuitive operation with 4 modes: local time, universal time, flight timer, and stopwatch. The dual USB charging port supplies 2.1 amps of power per port to personal electronic devices with a USB interface. Learn more at mcico.com.